That's not happening, and that's only 7 minutes away. You can get from Dorchester to West Roxbury in 7 minutes, when there's no traffic. With traffic, you can get there in 15 to 20 minutes. But 7 minutes drive time, that's very close. All right? I'm just giving y'all some history on Boston because that's where I can talk about more than any other place I live, more than New York, more than Tampa. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you about that more. But that's what they do. They drive down the price so they can buy it all up. JP now is like Brookline. Brookline has the highest property taxes in the state, right? And JP's right next to Brookline. And now to buy a house, a one-family house in JP, you're gonna spend close to $1 million, if not over. A 3-bedroom house. A 3-bedroom house. Yep, same thing happened in Brooklyn. That's what they do. They pull the puppet strings, and people say, "Get out of here." And there's a saying, buy Rome while it's burning. The same thing with this crypto. So I'm just letting you know. If you only have it, don't risk all that money if you can't risk it. Okay, only do it if it's disposable money. Same thing she's talking about happened in Brooklyn, in certain parts of Brooklyn that went like this because of gentrification and and there was no drugs, there was no you could not sell on the block like how you could in Crown Heights, like how you could in East New York, which is still played like how we was just talking about with Fresher when he was just on. But yeah, don't get fooled and don't be puppeteered. Michael Jordan just released some text messages that him and Kobe shared, and he says he cannot delete those text messages. Those text messages went like this. Kobe Bryant texts, "This tequila is awesome." He's referencing Jordan's Cincoro. Is it Cincoro tequila, which had been sent to the retired LA Lakers guard. Jordan sent it to him, and he said he loved it. Jordan said, "Thank you, my brother. What's up, bodyguard in the building? What's up, CEO? What's happening with y'all?" He said, "Yes, sir. Family good?" That's what Bryant said. And Jordan said, "All good. Yours?" He said, "All good." Happy holidays, Jordan texts back. I said, "I hope to catch up soon, Coach Kobe." He said, "Back at you, man. Hey, Coach, I'm sitting on the bench right now, and we're blowing this team out 45-8. So I guess the team that his daughter was on, they was blowing them out. But the fact Bryant was taking such joy in coaching a girls' basketball team summed up the Black Mamba's passion for the game. That's what Jordan said. I just love that text. I cannot delete it. And he's also going to be he's going to be there when he gets when he actually inducts him into the Hall of Fame, which is going to be coming up soon. And actually Jordan also spoke about how he's going to ask Kobe's wife to actually be there when he does that. But it's something bittersweet. I mean, we're giving him his flowers still to this day, more than a year after Kobe passed away. We always talk about giving each other the flowers while they're here. And I remember that when I think Jordan, when he was giving the speech at Kobe's funeral, he said that was like his little brother. I don't know if I can find it, but just a little bit of it.
A piece of me died. And as I look in this arena and across the globe, a piece of you died. Or else you wouldn't be here. Those are the memories that we have to live with and we learn from. I promise you, from this day forward, I will live with the memories of knowing that I had a little brother that I tried to help in everywhere I could. Please Rest in peace, little bro.
So the thing is, you got somebody that you respect, appreciate them, and double down and invest that time, man. Double down and invest that time into people, because if you don't, before you know it, it could be gone. Same thing with this crypto. If you value education, if you value intelligence, listen and give out that information. You know what I'm saying? And give out that information. All right? Give out that information freely. Give freely, as we always say, because at the end of the day, you can't get time back. That's what it's all about. You can't get time back. You cannot get time back. Then use your time wisely. Don't be running around doing all kinds of stuff that's not going to help you build. T.I. and Tiny, they ended up, spending their time unwisely. Not like J. Cole. J. Cole has spent and invested his time wisely. What's up, Angel? Big up Trinidad. Trinity to the bone up ahead. But invest your time wisely. That's what Elon Musk did, and he's still doing it. He's strategizing. He's puppeteering. If you don't invest your time wisely, it's going to be gone, and you're going to wish that you had did more. No matter how much you did, even though Jordan put him under his wing, you're always going to feel like you could do more. So to avoid that feeling, do as much as you can to invest in the right direction, whether it's time with people, whether it's with the right people. Because if not, you'll be kicking yourself later. I don't know how we can tie all those together, but we did. We did. Rory invested his time. He invested a lot of his time into the Joe Budden podcast, right? Right? He invested his time into the Joe Budden podcast, and certain things happen. Certain things happen that were unsavory, to say the least. And Joe Budden was saying, you got to invest wisely. If you're going to bring something to the table, then you get paid a certain way, right? You're going to get paid a certain way. If you don't invest wisely, if you don't apply yourself, then guess what? If you leave me up to bring in the bag, I'm going to eat different. But I guess they wasn't feeling how he was coming, and they sent people knocking on his door, and Joe Budden didn't appreciate it, even though they made millions. So let me just let you hear what they took down later, but just didn't sound good, and it didn't sound like the time was used wisely with each other. Check this out right quick.
Y'all go get the advertiser and the integration. Hey, we talk about these deals all the time. You bring it, you eat different. I bring it, I eat different. You niggas ain't brought and got the nerve to have y'all representation that ain't been around in 6 years. Hit Ian phone. We gonna do this. Since Rory feels like he has so many options here. Rory, you are in breach of your contract, and from this point forward, you are fired, and you're not welcome back.
Ouch.
Woo! So this is how you treat your friends, they said. I guess what he said, if I bring something to the table, if I invest my time wisely, I get the money. If you don't invest your time wisely, I get the money. Because I'm going to invest my time wisely. What's up, Portia? That's what he told him. Invest your time wisely. But they said, we're all a part of the show. We need more money. I think that's what they were trying to say Rory did. I'm going to try to reach out to Rory, see if he'll come on. I don't think he will. But I guess they was talking about they got options. Or you got options? I guess probably in the contract, they probably said that you will not try to go against the grain, go against the shit. So I guess just by uttering, hey, we got options, and sending your lawyers or whoever, your managers or whatever, that he's in breach of contract. So I guess he's free to be fired, and that's exactly what happened. When you invest your time wisely, it also has to do with the way you speak. It has to do with the way you speak. You got to speak in turn. You can't speak out of turn. I had a partner, and there's something I was doing, and they spoke out of turn. When I was building them, they didn't invest their mind, their thoughts, and everything the right way. But I had to invest my thoughts the right way and make sure that I was never, ever, ever berated or attacked. I guess Joe Budden felt attacked. We'll get more on the story, but that's how it went. And with that, I'm just going to go into one last thing, because I hate leaving stories hanging. But I guess Rick Ross, he was doing something with his time. Maybe he's not what he's supposed to do. Rick Ross is a smart man. I don't know if y'all know, but he has the Evander Holyfield house, which they also shot the Coming to America 2, Coming Back to America movie in. That was his house that they did all that, the wedding and all that other stuff in. But he was involved. There was an alleged gunman. I'm gonna just say that alleged gunman in a high-speed chase led officers to the Atlanta-based rapper's house, Rick Ross, in Fayette County. According to Clayton County Sheriff Victor Hill, deputies received a 911 call from a 13-year-old reporting a man tried to enter the child's home. A man, according to the sheriff's spokesperson, was armed with a gun. The arriving deputies saw the man's pickup truck and attempted a traffic stop. The suspect refused and started a high-speed chase. The high-speed pursuit ended near Rick Ross's estate, not at his estate. According to the spokesperson with Clayton County Sheriff, the lead suspect jumped out of the car with a gun in his hand and began to run. Moments later, the suspect fled through a wood line, gaining access to rapper Rick Ross's estate. So Rick Ross had nothing to do with this, but he happened. But what he didn't have was enough security to stop that man at the gate. You cannot have that big old home and not have a whole bunch of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta wake up. Because this dude could have did anything with that gun. Within minutes, deputies found and arrested the unnamed man without incident. However, officials said they were not able to find the gun. He ditched that bad boy. So no gun. Guess what? No gun, no case. At least for the gun, at least. Maybe for the attempted home invasion. But you gotta watch the way you say things too, because they had me thinking that Rick Ross had something to do with this. He had nothing to do with it. Man. But that's why I never try to tell y'all stories until I read it. But I'm glad that Rick Ross didn't have nothing to do with it. But I do think he's gonna go up on. He's gonna go up on on security. All right, and secure yourself. Secure what you do. Secure the bag. Secure your time. Invest your time wisely. Do not do dumb stuff that can get you in trouble, even if you're not doing anything wrong. Just watch the way you do it. Be careful, just like you heard me say, I'm careful with these ladies. I don't care if she's fine. I don't care if you love her. I don't care if you've been waiting for all your life. If they've been drinking, if they've been drugging, do not engage. Keep whatever you do as clean as possible. It will help you in the future. I am investing the time into you to tell you. Why? Because if you do well, your children do well. If your children do well and they happen to run into my children, then my children end up safer. And that's what each one of us need to do. Invest the time into each other, into the community, because that's the only way that we're going to be better today than we were yesterday, and better tomorrow than we were today. I don't know how I do it. I don't know how I put all these stories together, and all of a sudden they wrap up because none of them stories actually match. But guess what? We do it. We do it every single day, every single morning. I appreciate y'all for coming in and tuning in with me. I'm NaviPromo. Follow me at same name, NaviPromo, on all social platforms. But you know what? I'm not gonna release the suited up video today. I'm gonna show you the suited up interview with myself and Chris Casper, the one that does the rundown every Friday and lets people know who top badges are. Um, and he has a show called Suited Up on Meet Me. Tomorrow, I'm going to show it. Hopefully, one of our top gifters, Tori Baby, she'll be here so she can enjoy it too. We got to keep something for Tori because we love Tori. We hope that she's all right. We hope everything's going on good. I'm going to get a hold of Tori, make sure she's all right. So make sure you hit my all-time favorite, all-time gifters. Follow Terry B, Izzy, Tori Baby, and also Imea B. Check her out, 8 p.m. today. I'm NaviPromo. This is the Wake Up Call. And right after this, DJ Bags is going to rock out for about a half hour, keeping y'all rocking all morning, doing whatever you do. But whatever you do it better than you did yesterday. I'm NaviPromo. This is the Wake Up Call. We out.
Send them in the pen. Hope you don't start your life where I end. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, 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 wake up. If you don't got a gun, it's alright. If you're making legal money, it's alright. If you gotta keep your clothes on, it's alright. You ain't gotta sell your little phone, it's